Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Wednesday. I'm going to be doing a personalized deck message, okay, like a deck that I've made myself. I only have 2 of my decks with me, so let's jump into it and see what you guys might need to know. But definitely I hope you guys are doing well. You guys are having a wonderful day so far. But let's see what messages show up for today, okay guys? Like I said, I'm trying to do as many videos as I can and get the heck out of this area because right now it's like 10 o'clock. There's too much going on in this area. Maybe if I go home and where I live, maybe. I don't want to promise you guys because they're doing something in our garage and there's not a lot of parking outside where I live. So hopefully when I do go home, if there is a parking spot where I can stay at, I'll probably go and do a reading. If not, then I'll just end it for here for today. But we have teenager. That's the first card that came up. Either you could have a teenager, whoever's watching this, say you guys are like a parent and you have kids. That could be confirmation. If not, I'm getting this energy of independence. Now, somebody could be very independent or, you know, very rebellious depending on the energy or the situation that you guys are dealing with. But teenagers could be significant for somebody, or, you know, dealing with a teenager could be significant. Now, whoever this teenager is, say you are a teenager watching this video, you could be discovering who you are when it comes to your energy, okay? We have highest self and wholeness. So you could be discovering yourself in your path, okay? That could be significant for somebody. Or there's something about the energy, like I said, where say you are rebellious, like maybe this is like Uranus energy. So some of you guys could be showing up as rebellious, or somebody who does not play games or care about like what people think or say. You guys are just, you know, in your own path, doing your own thing, okay, following your own, you know, your own guidance and things like that, right? But you feel whole within yourself because of the path that you're in, right? We have Gemini. So yeah, there's something about you guys when it comes to like, you know, you could be somebody who's very communicative, or there's something about duality, right? Social networking could be significant, and that's why you guys are showing up as someone who has duality, because maybe you guys can connect with people on a different level, right? Even when it comes to like you being able to like show intelligence in different ways, that's also significant. Saturn energy. So some of you guys may have Saturn in Gemini. You don't have to, but there is something about curiosity when it comes to like structure, discipline, confirmation with that horn, okay, and building new foundations. Now, authority could be significant too, and I've been talking about authority a lot as of recently, and you could have dealt with somebody who had an authoritative position, or someone has seen that you have a lot of authority in your position, right? Like where you are in life right now, and that's very significant. When it comes to burdens, you guys could have released certain burdens and obstacles about certain people, places, and things. And so when it comes to Saturn energy, if you are someone that was building a lot of structure and also discipline, you have someone in your energy who's seeing this now. Maybe they're regretting the fact that maybe, you know, they should have treated you differently, or, you know, they treated you weird because they thought, like I said, maybe they had more authority than you, or they thought that they had more power over your situation, or whatever the case is. But that's not true. You have power and authority over yourself. 333 on the timer. So you're being protected right now and being supported by your guides, okay? Capricorn energy as well. So you may have Saturn in Capricorn, whether this is like your Western, Vedic. I know there's other different astrology, you know, I guess ways you can look at your placements and things like that. There's another one that I want to find because I saw it online and I want to add it onto my story or whatever. I can't remember the name of it, but I know there's a third one. There's so many more, but I know 3 of them because I've done it myself. So definitely when it comes to your energy being strategic right now, or business could be significant. Take what resonates with fall, okay? So some of you guys, when it comes to your determination, there's something about a change or transition, okay? And you letting go of whatever no longer serves you with Cancer energy. So you could have Cancer placements, or there's something about, like I said, support with the number 333. Some of you guys could be supported at this time. We also have Aquarius energy as well. So confirmation with the horn, okay? There's something about you being futuristic, okay, when it comes to your intelligence, even when it comes to like you being progressive, you guys could be very good in technology, or there's something to do with technology that could be significant. Somebody could have said something about technology, for example, like AI and stuff like that, and even in the moment when you said it, somebody was looking at you like whatever, but now they're looking at you like, oh shoot, maybe this person knows what they're talking about, because this could have been on social media. So there's something about you being very futuristic when it comes to social media. Like you have like this inner knowing, right? And that could be confirmation for somebody who doesn't realize that you do have a lot of inner knowing. You're very aware of what is going on in your energy, okay? Yeah, futuristic is significant with car and also vehicle. So movement, okay? Movement, travel, and progress. Like I said, you're very progressive, okay? Some of you guys are getting direction from your spirit team to move forward when it comes to a situation, and that's also bringing in clarity for some of you guys when it comes to like a new beginning, right? So this is about a new opportunity, okay? An awakening is significant, a renewal, a fresh start, whatever this is. It's like you guys are getting downloads or receiving confirmation that it is okay for you to travel, because you guys are growing, gardening, planting seeds, right? Whatever seeds that you guys have planted over the last few months or weeks, okay, it's showing up where those are starting to grow, right? Growth is significant for some of you guys, and also when it comes to like things blossoming, that's significant. So if you had like an idea, or like you know, say you guys were doing something when it comes to like, you know, a project or whatever the case is, spirit is saying that is showing up as growth, and you guys are having patience with the yes card, okay? It's like you guys are getting the green light from the universe, okay? Even like nature, for example. So say tomorrow's gonna rain, right? Like say it rains really, like really bad, like it's pouring, and say for example, while it's raining and it's going crazy, it's like while the confirmation with the horn, the analogy is while the rain is washing away the old energy, it's bringing in new energy. So fall could be significant. Like the weather is starting to change, right? Even though it's not fall season, it's almost like you can see that the weather is changing. So when the weather changes, you go through changes as well, okay? Somebody has brown eyes or hazel eyes, or just that color, brown or hazel, could be significant when it comes to like your warmth. You bring a lot of comfort, okay? And you're somebody who has a lot of reliability as well. You're a very reliable person, whoever this resonates with, and somebody could also see this in your energy. So whoever this is, communication, like I said, is significant with Gemini energy showing up as well. Somebody could be wanting to communicate with you, or there's somebody bringing in some type of communication. Now this could be you learning something new, or you, when it comes to like duality and how you show up in your energy. I did mention something about being rebellious with teenagers showing up, and with this rebellious card, right? That truck is kind of loud. With this rebellious card, there's something about Uranus showing up, like I said. So again, being open, there's something about sudden progression, sudden changes. For some of you guys, like I said, technology is significant. You guys could have a really good like, you know, when I say like the Midas touch, like someone's really good with their hands. It doesn't matter what you do, like you're somebody who's really good with your hands. So you could be somebody who creates things with your hands, or you guys can create opportunities with your hands. You have some type of originality about you. There's something about that that's showing up for somebody in this energy, okay? Yeah, somebody's seeing something when it comes to truth and clarity, okay? So truth and clarity is significant. You guys are going through some type of change. Somebody could be bringing in, like I said, with communication, somebody could be bringing in some type of needed truth and clarity towards you, okay, about a situation. Okay, I'm going to get one more card from this deck, and then I'm going to use the other deck. Yeah, blue eyes is significant. Now, I don't know if this is somebody who has blue eyes, or the color blue could be significant, but there's something about clarity and depth. Somebody is starting to see the truth about a situation when it comes to you, okay? I don't know what you guys were dealing with, but this person could be a Virgo or has Virgo placements, or like I said, we're getting closer and closer to Virgo season at like the end of August as well. But whatever this is, somebody can see that you have certain traits and skills about you where you're very organized and you're very detail oriented. oriented, okay? And whoever this is that's seen the truth about you, it's almost like too little too late, but they might be trying to do things to get you back in their energy. And I guess whatever it is that's going on, maybe they want forgiveness, but you guys could be protecting yourselves right now, okay? Yeah, we have divine masculine energy, okay? You could be the divine masculine who has these traits, like I said, or there's something about someone's energy that sees that you have like both divine feminine and masculine energies about you, okay? And so whoever this is, they see that, you know, when it comes to your energy, you don't play that. Like, you speak your truth, you're very honest, you're not manipulative, you don't do things for people to like you. It's like, it is what it is. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. And I think that's why I'm saying somebody in your energy is seeing the truth about you. And it's almost like because you've been very quiet, or you've been keeping to yourself, and you're not entertaining people's nonsense, you're just keeping to yourself, someone is seeing the truth, okay? So if somebody lied on you, or lied about you, or lied on your name, the truth is coming out, you guys. Okay, yeah, someone sees that you have quiet confidence, okay? I'm just gonna put this up here. Yeah, somebody sees that you have quiet confidence, okay? It's like you have an inner knowing or a calmness about you when it comes to like your strength and trusting in your own strength, right? And I think that's what this person likes about you, whoever this person is that's seen the truth, okay? They like the fact that you have this calmness about you, but you have this inner strength about you as well, where it's like, yeah, you know, I may not have the same credentials or the same, you know, paperwork like other people do, but guess what? I have the ability to bring people together. I have the ability to do things when it comes to like creating new things, right? And people may be mad at you for that. It is what it is. But I also, the sacred divination card that I did with jealousy showing up, it's like people are mad and in their feelings because you're the kind of person where like it doesn't even matter what you do. It's like once you put your mind to something, someone does not like that. Someone feels like they have to use other people to get what they need. Like, say for example, it's like, you know, when you work somewhere and say you're a boss, and say the boss delegates work to people because they see their skills and talents in the role that they're doing. No, you have some people that they want the money and everything for themselves, so they end up trying to do everything themselves. They get stressed, they get tired, and then they wonder why their staff is leaving. It's like, well, if you delegated the work and stopped being greedy and taking all the money, you could pay people what they deserve, okay? Or you could teach people how to do the job the way that they're supposed to do it. Or somebody could have been mad as well because maybe you knew more about what you were doing than they did, and it looks really bad because say they are a boss, or say they are a supervisor or a CEO or somebody, they don't know what they're doing, okay? And it looks really bad on them because it's like, well, how dare you, someone who doesn't have the credentials like a master's or a bachelor's degree in this type of field, how dare you show me how to do my job, basically. That's the energy that I'm picking up. It may not be a job, but it's just the analogy behind it. Or like a parent, it's like, say you're somebody who has kids of your own, or you're younger than your own parent, and you're schooling your parent on how to be a parent. That parent may penalize you because it's like, how dare you show up like you're the parent, or you know better, you've been on this earth longer than me, and I've been on this earth longer than you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it has something to do with someone's ego and pride being squashed by the collective, okay? We have the mender, so healing influence or reconciliation. Somebody's wanting to repair or heal or restore a connection with you, but because you guys are so confident in your energy and in yourself, they don't even know how to approach you. And I think that's what you don't want. I feel like you like that this person can approach you, okay? Yeah, we have tight chest, anxiety, resistance, and emotional block. Somebody may feel like you're emotionally blocking them, but you're not. You're protecting your energy, okay? Or you're dealing with certain things in your own personal life that really right now at this time, you do not have the energy or the time or the patience to deal with mind games and people's foolishness, okay? So somebody could feel anxious around you, or there's something about releasing anxiety, but somebody could have a tight chest, okay, when it comes to you. Near water energy, so you could have water placements, you don't have to, but like I said, there's something about cleansing your energy and being near water, okay? We have emotional clarity, emotions, intuition, and flow. Somebody knows that you have intuition, okay? Like I said, there's something about the collective's energy where somebody knows that you have an inner knowing about a situation or something, and it could be driving them insane because they don't have any contact with you, or they can't get a hold of you, okay? Because you guys are protecting your peace. You would rather protect your peace than be around sanity, okay, and chaos. And good for you guys, okay, for protecting your energy, okay. Yeah, we have threshold crossing, initiation, transition, and doorway. Some of you guys are protecting your energy so that you can step into a new pathway, okay, a new position, a new gateway, okay. I'm gonna get maybe 1 or 2 more cards and end this here, okay. Ascending spiral, evolution, uplift, and spiritual growth. Okay, so because you guys are protecting your energy, you're going through some type of uplift or spiritual growth, okay, at this time. Like I said, you are triggering a lot of people in your energy because, like I said, if they can't get a hold of you, they want to know what's going on with you, with your current energy. So somebody could be remembering you, or you're remembering your true gifts or who you are as a divine being. Soul memories resurfacing. This is about recall, past life, and and clarity. I just had a hiccup. I just had a hiccup, guys. What the hell? Yeah, and clarity, okay? Another card that came up was transparent emotions. You see your feelings clearly. Clarity, honesty, and truth. And that's what bothers people. It's like you see the truth. You have clarity. Okay, so even if people were trying to hide something or sweep something under the rug, you spoke up on it. You said something about it. And now it's like people are now having an epiphany like, oh my God, maybe the collective was right. And it's like, well, it might be too late because you guys are the weaver. You're creating your reality intentionally. Manifestation, creation, and design. Okay, so if you released and let go of a past situation, you're creating your own path right now. Okay, yeah, the catalyst, you activate major change. You triggered somebody, okay, when it comes to transformation and being pushed, okay? Whether somebody triggered you, like, you know, when you're at your last stand, maybe someone triggered you and it also pushed you into you guys going into like a newer transformation. That is also significant, but definitely you are the catalyst. So it's almost like if people didn't want to change, guess what? They're changing now. Okay, it's like they don't have a choice because you're no longer in the energy, and now it's forcing people to handle situations that they should have already handled, or they should have already, you know, took responsibility, okay, with Saturn energy. We have dream fragment, messages from guides, okay? Definitely you guys are receiving confirmation. Dream, symbol, and also subconscious, okay? I'm gonna end it here. Okay, but there's something about you guys being very grounded to the point where even if people think that they tried to play one on you, or they tried to play your energy or one up on you, it did not work the way that they expected it to work, okay? Like you literally played chess while they were playing checkers with you. You literally took your pieces and you moved diligently, okay? You moved with precision. You moved with intellect. You moved in a certain way where somebody looked at you and thought, well, because I have a master's and a bachelor, I think I'm smarter than you, and you're an idiot. You know what I mean? Like people think because maybe you don't have the same book smarts as them, but guess what? Even if you don't have book smarts, you have street smarts. You have common sense. And just because you have a bachelor's, a degree, a master's, a diploma, like I have a diploma, that doesn't mean that I'm smarter than everybody else. But people think that because they have more in an educational way that they have common sense, and common sense is not so common. Okay, guys, I'm gonna say that again. Common sense is not so common. So just because you have the, you know, credentials, whatever it is that you have, does not mean that you are smarter than somebody. Somebody could be living on the streets for years, okay, and still have more common sense than all of us combined. You know what I'm saying, guys? So people need to be very careful the way that they treat the collective, and people need to be very careful about what they say to the collective and how they operate, because even if you don't do something in the 3D, guess what? Your ancestors, your guides, your spirit team, whoever's protecting and guiding you or watching over you, whether this is your higher self, it doesn't matter. You're showing up for yourself in the 5D realm. And I think that's also freaking people out. So if you have 12th house placements in certain, you know, parts of your chart, that also could be triggering a lot of people, because even if they thought they could get away with it, like say now, it's not working. Okay, everything in the dark comes to light. I always say this to you guys, but it's not working. Okay, guys, but I'm gonna end it here. So definitely take whatever resonates with you guys, and I just want to say thank you guys for the love and the support as always. I'm gonna end it here because this video is a little bit longer than usual, but I just want to say thank you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I hope this resonates with who it needs to. And unfortunately, you guys saw me, you know, and the attitude, because I don't like people coming near my car or just coming near my space like that. Like, unless you guys have like an energy where it's like I can see your energy and your aura, that's one thing. But when you're acting suspicious and you're moving like this and you're trying to take pictures, like, what is going on? And you know that video that I did before this, the guy was taking videos or photos of the building behind me, and it's like, for what? Like, it's not my business. Confirmation with the horn, but it's like, for what? So that's why I was just like, oh, what are you doing? Like, at least you could go over there and do what you're doing. You're like walking around my car, looking at me, and it's like, I'm not moving my car. I know I said this already, but like I have Taurus placements in my chart. I have one Taurus. Actually, I'm lying. I have more than one Taurus placement, but it's my asteroid. But my Mars sign is in Taurus. So the way that I take action is like, once I'm grounded somewhere, I'm not moving. Like, either you move, because I'm not moving. Okay, I know that sounds very stubborn. It is what it is. I'm not moving, okay? Like, I'm very comfortable where I am. I'll just wind up my windows, do what you need to do around me, but you don't need to be like all up in my space like that, okay? And I don't do that to people, so that's why I just get irritated when I see that, because it's just like, But anyways, I'm gonna end it here. All right, guys, thank you guys again. Like I said, I love you guys, and hopefully I made you laugh. All right, guys, but I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day. All right, guys, I love you so much. Bye.